Hey everybody, it's Carmella here. We are now live. It is 1 minute to the hour of 9, and we're gonna wait for a little bit to see who all gets on. Hopefully, we'll see some stuff in the viewers section, and then we'll get started. But nevertheless, while we're waiting, I'm going to fix my hair because I can see my face really, really big right now. And I can see all my hair doing something. But if you all are on, feel free, please tweet. Tweet me, let me know that you're on by following me on Twitter. You can follow BeFree. My Twitter account is Carmella Marie 30. Again, that's CarMellaMarie, the number 30. Tweet me, let me know that you're on. Would love to hear from you. And Siobhan, what's your Twitter account?
It's BeFree Project. So BeFree Project, PROJECT, BeFree Project.
All right.
Let me ask, how can I see, like, if someone's typing in, where would I see that? Like, if they have questions and stuff.
Oh, good question. So if you all have questions, we might have to go to the actual page on the YouTube page and see it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up and see. Vaughn, what's your Twitter account?
It's BeFree Project.
And there's a delay.
So BeFree Project, PROJECT,
So I'm
BeFree
gonna
Project.
cut that off.
Right. Let me ask, how can I see, like, if someone's typing? That's
So
so cool.
I think it's right. It's super. So you have to turn it down. So we are here, and but I just want to make sure that I don't see anybody typing. But here, hey, hit us up when you get here.
Oh, I see. So if I hit group chat, I would see something over there.
Right. You can do that there too.
Awesome. Awesome.
But we shall see. So the great thing about this is it's like almost you can see people. I can see people here. We don't have any viewers right now, but that's okay. So that means we can talk because we are so like informational. But let's we're gonna get started. And welcome tonight to our actual session. I'm Carmella, the owner of Carmella Marie, and I know we're talking about being beautiful from the inside out. So knowing that on the outside we're beautiful, on the inside we're beautiful, no matter what, who we are is beautiful. And with that, you look at, and I had to come to terms with this, is more self-care. So when I first went natural, which was probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I had a hard time really just taking that extra care of myself. Because I didn't feel as if I deserved it. And by when I say extra care, it can be as simple as my hair, right? So people are like, I love your hair, your curls are the bomb. And I say in my mind, I have come a long way. Thank you, but I have definitely come a long ways. And that self-care piece is when we go natural, it's more than just hair. You find out who you are. And I know I say that often, but I'm going to continue to say it. You definitely find out who you are. So Carmella Marie came about. One day is when I sat down and just finally just actually prayed and asked God what it is he wanted me to do with my life. And he was like, all that hair on top of your head. Mm-hmm. And it came just like that. No joke, right? It was just like, I was like, right. You're right. So, and it has been a blessing ever since. I have had so much fun. I have met people, and one of the persons that I met in my journey to really get outside of the box and meet people and network was Siobhan Sudbury of BeFree. And I know I said I wasn't going to say this, but when I met her, it was like so many people. You really couldn't talk to people, but she kept in touch with me and I kept in touch with her. And then one day, I think we had a conversation for like the longest.
I know we did. I'm a talker.
Yeah, we both are, but it's like you have such good information. It's just
Okay.
it's mind-boggling, and then like I can really just bounce off of that. So so Siobhan, and she has a BeFree project, and she is going to tell you about BeFree, about how it came about, what she does, and things like that. And then we're going to dive into some super cool topics, and we'll be no more than like 30 minutes. And if you have any questions, you feel free to tweet me. Again, you can tweet at Carmella Marie 30, or you can tweet Siobhan at
Project.
BeFree Project, excuse me, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So, Siobhan, I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Yay, awesome stuff. So again, my name is Siobhan, and I'm the creator of BeFree Project. And I launched my business February of 2014. And I launched it out of a desire to really just want to be free, to live a life that felt good to me inside and out. And I just wanted to be fulfilled. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to do what I was passionate about, and which is empowering women. And so just a little background before I launched BeFree Project, I was working in corporate America for what seemed like forever. And the last company that I was at, I was there for 7 years. And October 2013, they announced that everyone was being laid off. And I think it was about 1,000 people or more, if I'm not mistaken at the time. And everyone was laid off. The site was closed. You had to figure out what to do next. So for me, I had already been coaching without a title for about 5 or 6 years. And when I found out that I was being laid off, instead of running to get another job, which I could have easily done, I have a bachelor's in information systems and a master's in marketing communications. So I could have easily went and got another job, but I didn't feel that in my spirit. I was feeling that this was my opportunity to take advantage of the moment, to really do what I was passionate about. And so I spent some time and did really self-care and spent some time with myself. I did a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer, a lot of journaling, and really getting in tune with who I was and what did I want to do next. What did I want my life to look like? What made me happy? What's that thing that I could do for free? If you never paid me for it, what was that thing that I just loved and that made me come alive? And for me, it was empowering women. I am naturally a helper. You can ask me you can ask me and I'm going to help you in some way, shape, or form. I am really great at connecting people. So even if I don't have if I can't do it, I can definitely connect you with somebody that can. I'm very resourceful, very knowledgeable. I have an infectiously optimistic spirit, so I'm very positive. And then I'm motivating. So I always say you cannot be around me for at least 5 minutes and not be motivated to do something. And so those are things that I'm good at. And initially I was trying to figure out, well, I didn't think much of it, and when I really started to pay attention to those things, I'm like, well, what can I do with this? Because this is what makes me happy. And so I launched BeFree Project really to kind of share my journey, but then also to empower women. And the journey has been amazing so far. Again, it's just a little over a year that I've had my business. And then I have just connected with amazing women just like yourself, Carmella. Mm-hmm. And I'm just excited about the growth of it and how I can really empower and help women. So I do that through coaching. I do that through hosting webinars and e-courses not e-courses, but workshops. I have live events that I do. I blog. I'm speaking now. So just a lot of amazing things that have come just from making a decision to choose myself. So yeah, that's me.
That's awesome. So how long have you been up and running?
So my business, I launched it officially February of 2014.
Really?
Yeah, so it hasn't even been like that long. So it's amazing just to watch the journey because I feel like it's moving so fast. And that's how you know you're in purpose, when everything just starts to line up. And for me, I wake up excited every day because I get to do what I love. I get to help people. And it's what I've been doing for free for so long. And now I actually charge, for my services.
which are totally, totally worth it. And you have given, even when I came to one of your courses in Cleveland and we had Danella up there, it was some really good information that I was like eating it up. It was really, really awesome. And this is totally kind of off topic, but like, you launched in 2014. Did you launch it off of Instagram, or how did you launch your business officially?
Primarily social media. So I love Instagram. Like, it's my favorite social media platform. So I focus heavily on that. And so right now, that's where I get the most engagement, because that's where I focus my attention on. So yeah, social media is how I launched my business. It's how I got clients from Maryland, Florida, all over, Ohio too. But I was getting people from all over because my coaching sessions are over the phone. And then this year in 2015, I have a focus on building my brand locally. And I've met some amazing people. I've been really focusing on networking, and I have a lot of opportunities coming my way just because I'm being intentional about connecting, not just putting all my attention on social media, but also making myself visible in my own city.
Good.
That's really important too.
Okay. Yeah, and you are at like about every event. So even when
I try.
You do excellent. You succeed all day. You do. So now, I know we talked about this earlier, but talk to me about like the different self-care pieces that you were going to hit on, and we can get into that, because women, we got a hard and I'm saying by me, I have a hard time taking out time for myself, and it can be as simple as I need a nap. And I'm going to drink a cup of coffee like I'm doing now. But I'd rather take Thanks. I would rather drink a cup of coffee versus just taking a 10-minute nap. And it could be as small as that, or taking a bath versus just taking a shower all the time. So you can expand upon your...
Absolutely. Yeah. So one of the ways that I practice self-care, I just did a blog post about this a couple of weeks ago, but I have a morning routine. So every morning I get up and I spend about 45 minutes to an hour on this routine. And I got the routine from the book, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. So Hal and then Elrod, Elrod. And the book is called The Miracle Morning. So this is just like my go-to self-care. So every morning I do meditation, because the acronym is SAVOR. So silence or meditation, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and then scribing, or also journaling. So that is how I give back to myself. And so that helps me set the tone for my day. So when I do that, I'm not feeling guilty going throughout the day, because I've given to myself first. So whatever comes, I'm ready for it. And I don't feel like I'm neglecting my needs because I took care of myself first thing in the morning. So I get up in the morning. Right now I'm getting up about 6:30. The goal is to increase that to 5:30 in the morning. It's not easy, but it can be done. And now I'm waking up even before my alarm clock on my phone, which is kind of crazy to get up and do that routine. And I've noticed from incorporating that routine into my day-to-day, I'm more productive. I have more energy. I'm at a peaceful state of mind because I've already sat and, and I've already meditated and, said these affirmations to pump myself up for the day. And so that has been very beneficial. Another thing is with the affirmations, I set them in my phone, because that's a big part of my day, to have affirmations going off and constantly feed my spirit with positivity. So there's an app, if you have an iPhone, it's called Affirmations. It's like a little blue box with the letter A in the middle. And so I have an affirmation go off on my phone every 2 to 3 hours. So that way I'm constantly feeding my spirit. And then I have another affirmation that I specifically set in my phone. And it goes off, I think, at noon every day, and then at 5 p.m. So I'm constantly feeding my spirit and keeping myself in good spirits.
Nice. I like that. I mean, technology, who knew we would be using technology as a way to energize us, to keep us motivated and moving. So in that book, for me, can you go through it's savers, like life savers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I know the second one was affirmation.
And then visualization.
Visualization.
Exercise. Reading. And then scribing or journaling.
Okay.
And so I have a post on my website, on my blog called, the name of the post is Create a Morning Routine That You Can Stick To. Mm-hmm. And so I break down how I do each one every morning. I also have a tip, and I also include a resource for you. So in addition to reading the book, I recommend other books that you can read if you're new to meditation, some tips that you can do for affirmations like I just shared. Visualization, there's a video by Lisa Nichols on there that you can check out for visualization. Reading, how to break down your reading. So at least do 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, because people always say they don't have enough time to read. Well, you make time for what you want, you know? And so first thing in the morning, get some reading in, or later in the evening. And then journaling. There's a site called the 5-Minute Journal that I haven't used the journal yet, but I've heard great things about it. So I have resources and tips that if you go to my website at BeFreeProject.com, you can check out that blog post and get some more information.
Okay. Yes. And again, say your website for them.
It's BeFreeProject.com.
BeFreeProject.com. And for some of the people who might have joined us late, we're talking with Siobhan Sudbury of the BeFree Project, and she is a life coach. And I met her a while back now. It's been a while back now. And
right.
Every time I come in contact with her, every time we have a conversation, she is resources. She's just full of resources. And so you want to reach out to her. She's the person that you want in your life, hands down.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
You too. I mean, like, we don't, and in that whole self-care piece, a lot of times, we don't pump each other enough, you know? There's some wonderful people that I have met, over the past 2 years of really just driving Carmella Marie to where it is right now. And, what people did for me and do for me is they say things. I'll be like, really? You talking about me? Be like, well, me. Okay. But it's true. And what we should do, I don't know if people's religious backgrounds are, but what we should do if we have the ability to help somebody, and by helping people, you ain't got to give them a 20, but if you can just help them by encouraging them.
Yes.
Building them up. When you can do it for them, somebody's going to do it for you. Your day is coming. So I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, and I always talk about that. Like, we have to do a better job at supporting one another. And that doesn't have to be always related to money. You can support by sharing somebody's post. You can share, you can support by hopping on a Google Hangout and having a good conversation, you can encourage and inspire them. You can send a text message just to share with someone that you're thinking about them. There are so many different ways that you can support, and it doesn't always have to be tied to money. Or attending their events, or even if you can't make the event, share it with someone that you know. It's just so many ways. And I think we always focus on the money piece. Oh, I don't have money to support that, so I'm not going to share it. No, share it. Even if you can't attend, maybe somebody else can. So it's just different ways that you can support one another. And I think we need to do a better job at that. And then another thing that I want to add is that so often, I talk about this in my Be Free Life class, like, we always want to talk about the negative. Oh, you know how we are. You know how women can be. Stop repeating that. Stop repeating that. Change your language and be the change that you want to be. I get really passionate about this, as you can see.
I know.
But be the change that you want to be. Like, stop saying the negative words or having these conversations if it's not lifting somebody up, if it's not encouraging them or helping them to be better, then stop saying it. Because when we stop saying it and we start speaking positive words, that's when you'll start to see the change.
Right. And with words, and I know I oftentimes quote scripture indirectly, but our words are powerful. And And when you put it out and you sow that seed,
Mhm.
it's gonna come up.
Yep.
Now it's either gonna strangle you
Mhm.
in the process, but or it's gonna make your sowing seed, even it's gonna come back on you again. That wind is gonna blow, and then that the seed from that which you planted will come back. And we
And
do have to be careful because our words can ensnare us.
I agree. And I said this year is my year of planting seeds and building organic relationships. And then that is what this year is. And I'll probably even go into that next year because I don't feel like it's harvest time yet, because I'm still in a building the foundation. But there's relationships that I want to build with people like yourself and other people that I meet online where it's organic and it's true and it's genuine. And how can we support each other so that we all can win? That is what I'm about, hands down, no questions asked. Is how can we all win and how can we all support one another?
Yes. And back to the topic, when you know who you are, when you know that you're beautiful, talented, and altogether lovely, you can support.
Yes,
You can give those compliments. And
absolutely.
it's just like that is and you're okay with somebody else having the spotlight. So
Absolutely. Yes. Look, I think I'm going to hop on Periscope after this and talk about this some more.
I know, let's do it. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Lots of hearts.
Yeah.
But if anybody has questions, please feel free. You're more than welcome to comment. You can do it via Twitter, Carmella Marie 30, or BeFree Project on Twitter. We would love to hear from you. This is like my first actually official public live YouTube video, I guess you want to say, with Siobhan.
I'm pulling up my Twitter too.
Yes. Well, while she's doing that, I just want to let you all know, for those who are in the Youngstown, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Akron, Canton, even Toledo, Columbus, and all that jazzy stuff, on September 26th, Siobhan Sudbury is going to be one of our speakers at at the Let's Talk Hair main event at Youngstown State University. 11 o'clock is when we start the first session. Tickets are only $10. You're going to get information that is totally invaluable. We're going to have some great prize giveaways. You're going to be able to see and learn about all the awesome things coming up. You're going to hear more from Siobhan. She's going to have her workbook there. Yes.
I keep going, Jay.
It's okay. No, you're fine. So she's gonna have a workbook there, and I have that workbook. It is definitely a must-have. And we're gonna give away a couple of free packages. And so we wanted to introduce this to people because a lot of times I know in the Black community, as far as like, well, at least for me, I don't know if it's common or not, but life coaching is so important to have that coach that's going to pump you, push you, get in your face. And she's not like football coach, but
No, not at all.
but you are compelled because she compels you to achieve your goals. So we are excited to have her, and we hope that we see you all definitely on the 26th of September, which is going to be thebomb.com. But if you want more information, you can visit carmellamarie.net. So CARMELLA Marie, MARIE.net. And you can click on the things for more information, the events tab for more information. Oh, we got a tweet.
Woo-hoo.
Woohoo! And of
Great.
course, my thing is taking forever to come up. Well, while we're waiting for it to come up, thanks for the.
Nice. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you, Sonia. Oh, yours came up?
Sonia Winston.
Awesome. Yes, Sonia is the bomb. Thank you, Sonia. All right. Mine's is slow. It still ain't came up yet. But yes. And Sonia is a very nice lady. We appreciate her. So I'm trying to see anything else we want to touch on.
I do want to share 2 tips, and I'm going to elaborate more on this when we at the conference. But 2 tips, because I feel like what's holding us back is that one thing is fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear is major, and that's fear of failure and it's fear of success. And also, what I'm noticing, I have a private Facebook group, and so I just hosted a challenge called the 10 Days to Take Action.
Ooh.
And so every day I challenge the ladies I pose a different question and I push them to take action and do something. And so a lot of times we're waiting for this perfect moment, right? We think we're waiting for someone to take our hand and guide us through life. We're waiting for all the stars to align. We want everything to be perfect versus just moving forward. And so one of the tips that I'm going to share, like, stop making excuses. Stop blaming other people for what happened to you in your past. Make a decision that you want your life to be better and then do something about it. It's just that simple. And I don't want to simplify it, but I do, if that makes sense, because we're waiting for something that you're not going to get. Like, you really have to know that you are 100% responsible for your life. And because you're responsible for your life, you have to make a choice that you want your life to be different. You have to make a choice that you want to create a life that feels good to you inside and out. And so stop making excuses, stop blaming other people, and take action. And so one way to do that is write down every single excuse that you've made to yourself. Every single excuse that you're making on why you can't do X, Y, and Z. I'm sorry about that. Write down those excuses. And then for every excuses, add an actionable step that you can do to move forward. So you write down the excuse that you've been making for yourself, and then you write down one actionable step that you can take to move forward. The next thing is, and then I'm done because I'm long-winded, so I can go on.
I'm ready. I'm like taking notes.
But I'll give you one more, is that start to get comfortable with spending time with you. And that ties into self-care. We don't spend enough time with ourselves. So when I have conversations with my clients or women at the BeFree Life class, and I ask the question, what do you want? What do you want for your life? People look at me like, what do you mean? Like, no one has ever asked me that. And we don't know what we want because we're not spending time with ourselves to try to figure it out. And then we don't know what we want. We don't know. And if we do know what we want, we don't know why we want it. And so that is my focus, is to figure out what you want for your life, why you want it, and then what are you going to do to make it happen? And I want you to turn off the TV, get off of social media, and get comfortable with who you are and spending time with you to figure out what you want for your life. We only have one life to live, right? And I don't want to be morbid or anything like that, but tomorrow is really not promised. So think about, what can I do today? How bad do I want my life to change? And when you want something bad enough, you're going to do whatever it takes to move forward. It's just that simple. So that's just a little bit of what I'll be sharing at the conference that I'm so excited about. I will have 10 tips, if not more, to share. And then I'm going to give practical steps. I don't want to just inspire you, or I don't want to just motivate you, but I'm going to give you actionable tips that you can take away and leave and say, okay, this is what I need to do. Because it serves no purpose for me to inspire you if you don't know what to do next. So yes, that's it. Right. I can go on and on, but I'll stop right there because I do want to honor people's time.
Right. We got 2 minutes. So it's I like the getting comfortable with you. I mean, it's hard. I don't care now because I can sit in silence, but it's hard to just sit in silence.
And that's why you start off, like, I'm up to 15 minutes of meditation. But when you're just getting started with meditating, do it for 2 minutes. And master that 2 minutes. Once you get the 2 minutes, maybe push yourself to 4 or 5 minutes and get comfortable there. And all meditation is just sitting in silence. I like guided meditation. Again, I have this on my website at BeFreeProject.com under this blog post called Create a Morning Routine that you can stick to. I use Deepak Chopra has 3 apps on the iPhone for guided meditation, and you can set the timer for how long you want to be meditating. And then also Headspace. Headspace is another good app for meditation. Both are guided. And that's what I prefer. But you can sit in silence. You don't have to have guided meditation. You can use music as a background, whatever you choose. But just sit and just get in tune with yourself.
Wow, that's awesome. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's 9:30.
Is it?
It
Where
is.
did the time go?
I'm so sad.
Yeah. But look, now we can keep people excited and wanting more to come to the conference and stuff.
Right, because it's going to be so fun. So again, September 26th, we're doors open at 10:30. You do not want to be late. Once we start, it is on and popping.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So $10 to get in. Come see Siobhan. Come see me. Come see our other speakers. And thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. Have a good night.
Bye.
Right, bye, everybody. Bye, Siobhan.
Bye. Have a good night.
You.